Hey guys, it's me, Jeremy with Undead Cafe. You were looking at a chainsaw that I did. I wanted to kind of go over, I guess, how I made it. I'm pretty proud of it. That right there is a handle, the little pull handle. It actually came out almost perfectly. And basically what it's made out of is popsicle stick to make the body. You notice the thickness. And that little stuff right there, you line it up in that, and where that grid pattern is straight, you sandwich it between two Post-it notes. You put a wire around it. You can't see the wire until I do that. There we go. And now you can see the wire. But it looks really good. You can see the teeth. I left them metallic. And yeah, I had to carve that handle in there. You can see through it. It's an actual handle. I took a sliver off of this, and then drilled a hole through it, and then kind of kept poking at it with razor. The other side. If you're wondering how to get the detail in the casing, Pippin. Savior, I guess you're right. Let's see. If you wonder how I get the detail right there and right there, I just glued on a piece of Post-it note and another piece, I think, of card stock, just to kind of give it a little bit different thickness, but I don't think that really mattered. Yeah, I think it came out pretty well. Now the question is, which of these guys do you apply it to? Now, we've got options. Let me take that off of there. Now, you could have it on this guy who's kind of wallowing and I could stick it into his back. And it could be sitting there, all out of his back. Obviously he won, but or whoever gave up on it, maybe it ran out of gas, I don't know. It could be sticking out of this guy's back, or it could just be laid on the ground for full display. Obviously I'd bloody it up, but this guy's hacked in half. See, I figured this guy really got it. This guy right here really felt the edge of those blades. And then there's this guy who got it a little bit less, but still just as bad, because he's still a dead zombie and he didn't have two limbs. In the back, or maybe, I don't know, laying across. So you've got A, B, and C, that I want to know whether or not you want to go with the chainsaw. This is an idea of Deadmansdude, and he said, hey, can you make a chainsaw sticking out of a guy, or a zombie holding a chainsaw, and name it after me? And I was like, well, I can make a chainsaw. Zombie holding things doesn't really make sense unless it's just like a random limb or like a stick that they happen to have in their hand. It'd be cool to think that zombies had thoughts, but they don't have brains, so they probably don't have thoughts. Unless you read Brian Keene, and then which they definitely have thoughts, because they're like demons raising the dead. Brian Keene. Remember that. Dead. It's called The Rising. It's a good book with horrible typos, but it's pretty good. Daniel, one of my friends in the local world, Actually, my best friend. Let me know what you think. Which guy? A, B, or C? I'm leaning towards this guy, and it kind of lodged in his back. But I'm also leaning towards this guy because he's just got that right kind of pose that would make sense if there was a chainsaw sticking out of his back. I'd have to hack into him a smidge. But that could be awesome. Frickin' Sword in the Zombie. Sword in the Stone kind of bit. If you're King Arthur, you can get your chainsaw back out. What's up? Okay. So, my dog has to poop. And I'm going to see you guys later. I was going to say later instead of latte. I don't know. Is that a cheesy statement? See you, latte. I'm sure Stumpy Thumper will agree that I should keep saying it because he suggested it. Pippin, what do you think? I've got to take a dump. I don't care. All right then. Later.